Hi guys, and welcome to another Revise in 5 with Mr. Shmanish. Today we're looking at 1.3 business ownerships and specifically partnerships. So we're going to focus on partnerships and hopefully I can get this done in 5 minutes. So bear with me a second, I will set my timer. Okay, here we go. Right, so what is a partnership? So basically it is a type of business ownership that requires a minimum of 2 people to start up and has a maximum of 20 people. Okay, after 20, the business probably would consider becoming a private limited or public limited company. So let's talk about deed of partnership. So both parties do not have an equal share if they sign a deed of partnership. If they don't sign a deed of partnership, they will have an equal share regardless of the amount of money put in by each partner. Okay. The deed of partnership details the way businesses will operate, how profit and losses will be shared, and how much capital has been put in by both partners. So it's essentially like a contract, okay, to make sure everyone knows what they're doing, how much they're getting from the partnership. Most partnerships will have this, and as I said, if they don't have a deed of partnership, then the law will see that they both have equal share. So, examples in the modern world would be solicitors, dentists, accountants, builders, architects, family business. I would say anything that requires different skills. Okay, so solicitors, one solicitor might be really good at tort law, another might be good at criminal law, murder law, things like that. So they have different skills. So they probably join together, start a firm, so they can offer these variety of services. Okay, a little word about sleeping partners. So sleeping partners provide capital or money for the business, but they don't run it, and they have limited liability. I'll talk about that in a second. Some partnerships will be a limited liability partnership. Okay, that means they've got limited liability, so they don't have the same legal identity as their business. So if something does go wrong, they don't risk losing their personal possessions. Okay. But for this course and most courses, assume that most partnerships have unlimited liability. So, talking about advantages and disadvantages of partnership. So, plenty of each. So, advantages are the startup costs can be shared because there's 2 or more of you. Okay. And the fact that because they can be shared, there's actually more capital that can be provided. So you can start up a more complex businesses, like a dentist, for example. You rarely get sole traders as dentists because the equipment is so expensive. So if you get 2 partners with a lot of capital, you can lease that equipment much easier. Other advantages are costs are shared because there's 2 or more of you to pay for the equipment, pay for the startup. It's quite easy to set up. So like a sole trader, it's fairly easy to set up. There's little paperwork. You have to register the company's house, but that's it. You don't have to do anything too extraordinary compared to limited companies. Other advantages are there's more skills in the business, as I mentioned before. So going back to the dentist example or law example, one might be really good at a certain type of law, and one might be really good at another type of law. Going back to Marks and Spencers, who used to be a partnership way back in the day, Mr. Marks was really good at selling stuff, had a keen eye for detail for products, and Mr. Spencer was really good at doing the finances, so that's why they formed a partnership. The workload is shared because there's more than 2 of you. You can actually take a day off, and with a partnership like a sole trader, the financial information is kept private, so you don't have to publish it to the public, unlike public limited or private limited companies. Bad things are most partnerships have unlimited liability, which means you are personally liable for debts. So if your business goes into debt, you do risk having your personal possessions being taken away and ended up homeless. It's slower decision making because there's more than one of you making the decision. You both have to agree on major decisions, which can be quite a time consuming and slow process. You obviously have to share your profits. It might be 50-50, it might be 60-40, depending on the deed of partnership. You might lack enough capital to start to begin with. Okay, so that's why you might be a private limited company to raise shares that way, or public limited company. You might disagree and fall out because inevitably, if you're working closely with someone, you tend to have these disagreements, and if you fall out, it's going to affect the business majorly. And the last thing is there's no continuity if one owner dies. If one owner dies, there's an assumption that the other owner will take over the partnership. However, might not be suitable. They might not be able to do all the skills, as I said. So they're not really going to be able to take full control of the business. Sometimes it does happen. Sometimes it doesn't. Hopefully, guys, you've understood this because I really rushed this. But 5 seconds is up. Sorry, 5 minutes is up now.